Dear student, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Hope you are all doing fine at home. You're welcome to Nasr Public School online teaching system. Unit 1, Languages of the World. First topic, My language, your language. Students' learning outcome. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to discuss the different languages people speak with their families, discuss the languages spoken in different countries of the world, and learn new vocabulary. Let's watch a video.
Have you ever stopped and wondered, why are there so many different languages on Earth? Let's find out on today's episode of
Colossal Question.
The most popular language on Earth isn't actually English or Spanish, it's Mandarin Chinese. And by a long shot. About 1.2 billion people speak Mandarin, and the next most popular language, Spanish, only has about 400 million speakers. There's well over 6,000 different languages spoken across the Earth. About 2,000 of them are spoken by less than 1,000 people today. So where did all these languages come from? To answer that, we need to go all the way back to when humans first started speaking. Experts aren't exactly sure when humans stopped using basic sounds to communicate and started speaking in different complex languages, but they do believe that human migration played a key role. As each separate group migrated in different directions, they would encounter completely different things. One group might move to a desert, another to the mountains, and a third to a forest. These groups slowly developed new languages to help them describe the new places they were living. And over time, two groups of people who started off speaking the same language could end up speaking two completely distinct dialects. And now you know why there's so many different languages. Comment below if you have a question you'd like to know.
The first topic, My language, your language. We'll discuss it later on. The first thing we have to discuss is the top most spoken languages in the world. We have recently watched in the video that the top most spoken language is Chinese, and then the second rank goes to English, and the third position goes to Spanish, and the rest of the languages follow. Let's watch.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
G'day.
Hey, what's a crack? Hola.
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 ¿Cómo estás?
Pura vida.
Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Xin chào. Nhớ rong.
Nhớ rong.
Kamusta?
Kamusta? Kamusta?
Kamusta kayong lahat?
مرحبا.
مرحبا. السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Allô, ça qu'a fait? Plus tard.
Hello.
Hello. Ciao.
Ciao. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Jumrib suwa.
Selamat sejahtera.
สวัสดี
สวัสดีค่ะ Hesi.
مرحبا.
Namaskaramu.
Ahoy.
Yate.
Minglava.
Bish abal.
Kiora.
Labas.
Golayin. Sawe.
Namaste.
Shalom.
Ya. Ming na boy. Dear quit.
Salam.
Ramu.
The first vocabulary section in your book, it says that we have to read the opinions given by the different students about how many languages they speak and how many and how many countries are mentioned in this part of the lesson. So the first student belongs to New Zealand, and this student can speak English and count to 10 in Japanese, Spanish, German and French. This student can also speak a little bit of Maori, the native language of New Zealand, but neither of his parents can speak any foreign language. The second student belongs to Java in Indonesia, and this student is bilingual. That means this student can speak two languages at a time, the Javanese and the Indonesian at school, because all the lessons are in schools are given in Indonesian and the Javanese is spoken at home. It is the same way that in Pakistan the students who belong to some other parts of Pakistan, they speak their native languages, and when they come to school they learn English and Urdu. So these are the scenes, but in this student we are talking about is also learning English and Japanese, but that student is not fluent yet in both of the languages because those are not very frequently used. The third student, English is the second language of this third student, because this student belongs to Welsh, which is a part of England where the English is compulsory. The people there love their language, they want to promote their language, and they do not prefer to speak any language at home because they are afraid that their language, the English, will go extinct. So that is why they speak only their language, and it has been suggested that if a person goes there, that person must learn to speak Welsh. This student can also speak a little bit of Italian because his or her grandparents belong to Italy. The last student belongs to Hong Kong, and as we know that Hong Kong belongs to China, so this student can also speak Mandarin and Cantonese, because Mandarin is the language of his mother, the mother tongue, and this student also speaks English because his dad belongs to dad can speak English, and at school this student can also learn Cantonese. So these are the languages which this last student learns, and of course this student has the opinion that every language has their easier sides and difficult sides, so sides to, but we have to learn the languages which makes us able to speak in different ways. Now, this did you know section in your book, this tells us about that there are total 7,000 languages spoken around the world. But in Asia, the continent Asia, only in Asia there are 2,200 languages spoken. But in whole Europe, which is also the continent, only 260 languages are spoken. In the previous video, we have watched that Mandarin, Chinese, English are the first three languages that are most widely spoken around the world, and the rest of the languages are also spoken, but they are not as widely spoken as English, Mandarin and Chinese, Mandarin being the first one. Okay. Now the new words we have learned in this lesson are, number one, the native language. Native language means that the language which a person belongs to a particular region, the language of that region is called the native language. For example, in Pakistan, we have many native languages like Pashto, like Punjabi, Saraiki, Sindhi, Balochi. There are so many languages which belongs to certain regions, and to the people who live in those regions, those languages are called native languages. Now the second word, bilingual. Bilingual means a person who can speak two languages fluently. Now the third word, fluent, as I said in the earlier sentence, fluent means being effortless, going smooth. When as we speak in Urdu, we don't have to think carefully what we are speaking because we are very fluent in that language and we can speak effortlessly. We don't have to think before saying is the sentence correct or is the structure correct, because we are very fluent in that language. Now the fourth word is extinct. Extinct means the thing, the person, the noun that is not existing anymore. That means that is no more present in this world. That is called extinct. For a quick review of this lesson, let's go over it one more time. What we have learned in this lesson. In today's lesson, we have learned about so many languages that are spoken around the world. Second, about the reason behind so many languages is being spoken. Number 3, how we can say hello in different languages. Number 4, the opinion of 4 students. Number 5, new vocabulary words. I hope by now today's lesson is clear to you. If you have any further queries, concerns, please write in the class comments in your Edmodo session, and we will get back to you and answer your queries. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz. Have a good day.